Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Right, now and again, I'm going to just talk a bit like football and put it in my FIFA and football playlist on YouTube. Right, and I mean, even though like it was a quite a good experience going away from a first ever Broxburn Athletic game yesterday, but it was in the first round of the Scottish Cup, and it's sponsored by Scottish Gas because each side of the pitch they have the Scottish Gas logo. But anyway, it was against Bonnyrigg Rose, and it was in a stadium that isn't theirs because theirs is getting done up. But it was quite a nice wee stadium. Like it had a bit of like a bank and a bit of each side, and it had one main stand and then a tiny wee bit with seats. And Broxburn Athletic could take note for that stadium. It was nice. The only thing is they could have done with just like instead of individual pardon me, toilets, like porta potties. Apart from that, perfect. The pie wasn't quite as good as Broxburn's pie because Broxburn Athletics pies comes from Lawson's Butchers. Anyhow, so recently, and well, especially the English Premiership, and I would say the Scottish Premiership, quite unpredictable. Aberdeen being rock bottom of the table is crazy, and Rangers drawn their first 4 or 5 matches, and they're playing against Livingston today, so it should be alright for them. But anyway, in the English Premiership, it's just so unpredictable. The only thing you can guarantee this season that either Leeds or Burnley will definitely get relegated, and I think it'll be Leeds, Burnley and Wolves. So maybe they three, but definitely either Wolves or Burnley as it stands. I think Wolves are a lot worse than both of them. But anyhow, so the Everton game tomorrow, but I'll do a review straight after the game, and then what else? So Man U losing again yesterday to Burnley. No, it was Burnley. Brentford. But anyway, and then Leeds drawn 2-0, which I'm watching on BBC iPlayer. Match of the day. I think this is the last game because I wanted to flick through to the Man City game to see the 2 own goals that the same defenders scored, and Liverpool getting 2-1 off of Crystal Palace, and it's 10:55 a.m. on Sunday the 28th of September, and the only thing you can guarantee this season that Liverpool and Arsenal will win the majority of their games. Last week though, when Arsenal to be precise, come up against like the biggest teams in the league, they didn't put out their strongest team or their most attacking team, and they didn't go for it. And then they celebrated that like equaliser to finish the game 1-1, and like they scored a late minute equaliser. It's crazy. And Arteta is not very likeable as a manager. He's so animated on the touchline, it's crazy. He must be absolutely knackered after 90 minutes of being a manager. But anyway, it's just so unpredictable, but it's making it very enjoyable. I never ever thought that at the start of proceedings yesterday that Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea would all lose on the same day. Crazy. Anyway, I've just turned it off because that was the last game, and I'm watching Sunday Brunch at the moment. He's just seeing what this chef's making on Sunday Brunch. But anyhow, I've got my trusty wee booklet with all the fixtures Everton, well, mostly all of them. Well, up until the 20th of December, but then when it gets nearer that, I'll write down all the rest. Right there. Right, I was just watching what they were saying on Sunday brunch there. Right, but anyway, it's just an unpredictable season again. Aye, Liverpool are probably going to just end up edging and winning the Premier League again, but hopefully not. But I've put 50p each way for Arsenal to finish first, second or third, and hopefully that comes true. Right, but anyhow, as well, what else? Aye, just all the games were good yesterday, maybe apart from the Sunderland game, but I can't believe they've been doing that good so far. I mean, who would have predicted at this early stage of the season that Sunderland and Crystal Palace would be above Newcastle, Man U and Aston Villa? Absolutely mental. And what is happening to Aston Villa this season? If they either lose or draw the day, I reckon that they will be in the bottom half of the table from now until after Christmas. That's my prediction. Right, so I'm sure they play Fulham the day, but if they draw or lose, they will definitely be in the bottom half of the table until after Christmas. But at this early stage of the season, it's worrying times for them because they really need to start getting their first win. I think they've only got 1 point. Well, aye, they have actually, and it was their first goal of the season they scored last week up against Sunderland. But for Sunderland to be in the position they are so far this season, and they've beat Aston Villa, and no, they didn't beat Aston Villa, they drew with Aston Villa, and they beat Nottingham Forest yesterday, but they had the least shots on target and the least amount of possession. Aye, that's mental. Absolutely mental. But Nottingham Forest let me down yesterday, Man U let me down, Chelsea let me down, Liverpool let me down, Celtic let me down. 5 teams let me down yesterday, it was mental. But they weren't all on the same line though. But anyhow, aye, it's just crazy, it's so unpredictable. But that's what makes it interesting. Oh, and I did have Everton on one of the 2 lines that I had yesterday, but it's money back for Newcastle versus Arsenal this afternoon at 4:30. So hopefully that's going to be a good game no matter what the scoreline, but I think it's going to be 2-0 to Arsenal. Anyhow, I think Newcastle are going to slightly struggle this season. Where they finished last season, they'll either finish 1 or 2 places below. And definitely 100% where I've put Aston Villa to finish there, definitely not going to finish anywhere near there, because I think I put them either 5th, but they're going to finish maybe 8th. Just on basis the start of the season. After Christmas they'll start really hitting the ground running. But as I said today, my prediction is that if they either lose or draw the day, they'll be in the bottom half of the table until after Christmas. Right, anyhow, so hopefully if Man U didn't win their next 1 or 2 or even 3 games, the manager will be sacked. And it's the new West Ham manager's first game against Everton on Monday. So tomorrow. So I'll be doing a video straight after the game. Right, I'll leave it there then. And it's crazy, you never know. You never know what could happen tomorrow. Just please, I want to do something with this. 41 days ago it was yesterday. So it'll be 43 tomorrow, but that's another side date for tomorrow. Anyway, I finished off eating a wee bit of that the day, and then I had salt and pepper bachelor's noodles, but I'm not enjoying them, and I finished that. And I'm going to have a cup of tea now. Right, bye. Bye. Bye.